In honour of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer dropping this weekend, let's take a look at some of the worst sequels and requels ever made in horror films. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave Musson and this is the place where I talk to you about horror films, about Stephen King, and I recommend great books to you. It's fantastic to have you here, and as you know, this is one of my videos about horror movies, and we're going to be talking about sequels and requels, in particular bad ones. So this was an idea I had for a while, and it just seemed like the best weekend to drop it was this weekend when the revamped version of I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to be dropping. Now, I don't know what that movie looks like. Trailer looks pretty good. I'm not suggesting that one will ever make this list, but just felt like the right moment to drop this special. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be completely spoiler free, not a particular ranking or anything. I'm just going to go through in the order that they popped into my head. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Which are your least favourite sequels and requels when it comes to horror movies? Let me know in the comments. I'm always up for hearing them, and I'm always up for finding ones that are so bad they just have to be watched as well. So if there's any so bad they're good, definitely flag those for me as well, okay? Right, I don't think there's much more introduction needed, so let's get into them. Here are a bunch of really bad horror movie sequels and requels. Right, let's start off with The Exorcist Believer, a requel and sequel at the same time that came out in 2023 that was directed by David Gordon Green, who revamped the Halloween franchise between 2018 and 2022 as well. Just really bad. I remember going to watch this in cinemas, and this was what finally prompted me to watch The Exorcist properly. Had a lovely time with that. And then watched this and just came out thinking, was that it? What? Yeah, just really bad. Even a really boring exorcism scene. Just not worth it. Like I even forgot the name of the movie. I had to look it up for this special. That's how bad it was. And interestingly, I've not seen it yet, but doing the research for this special, seems like The Exorcist 2 could also be on this list as well. So if you've seen that one and you have any thoughts, do let me know. Right, I mentioned David Gordon Green there, and that brings me on to my next entry at this, Halloween Kills. Now, we could easily make the argument that there are a few entries in the Halloween franchise that could make this list. The Rob Zombie films are not good. Halloween 5 is not good, although I have a bit of a soft spot for it. Halloween Resurrection, not good, but does have Busta Rhymes saying, what is it? Happy Halloween, motherfucker? And then doing kung fu stuff. So that kind of saves it. Halloween Kills, though. Just not good. Halloween 2018, I really enjoyed, and I think did well among the horror community. And Halloween Ends, I think, is spectacular. Halloween Kills is just stupid. Like, just turning Michael Myers into this swashbuckling superhero who can just take out an entire fire department and then seemingly an entire town on his own. Like, the only bit of that movie that's worth watching is the flashback that they put in to the night of the original film. That bit is great. Everything else is just so fucking stupid. And it's so long as well. And I realised I own this movie multiple times. I got it on DVD, having forgotten that I'd also purchased it on YouTube. So yeah, I've given so much money to this movie and I just hate it. So yeah, get out. Okay, next up, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The sequel to the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, sure, it's got Jack Black as the Rastafarian. I mean, when that's the highlight, you know how bad the movie is. It's just a silly, convoluted plot with really dull kills and a really boring storyline. And yeah, you just want the movie to be done as soon as you start watching it. By all accounts, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer is also terrible. Not watched that one yet, don't think I ever will. But hey, fingers crossed that the new one has nothing to do with that one. Right then, next up, Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows. I've only seen this once. I saw it at a sleepover in my teens, and I remember thinking then that it was crap. And that legacy is held. Doing the research for this special, it comes up time and time again. I mean, never gonna match the original Blair Witch, and I haven't seen the recalled version. Maybe that would be worthy of a place on this list. But like, that is one film that just needs to be a one and done. We never needed a sequel for the Blair Witch, but those people were never going to be able to leave that sort of lore alone, were they? But it's just not good. It just kind of turns what was this pop culture moment, this pop culture icon, and tries to turn it into an early noughts trashy teen horror movie, and just fails miserably. Really bad. Right, next up, Final Destination 4. Now, this is something I've talked about at length in my Final Destination ranking. It's the only dud in the Final Destination franchise, and it is one hell of a dud as well. Just terrible characters, no patience with the deaths, and just feels like a real outlier from the rest of the franchise. It doesn't feel part of that same suite of movies. And yeah, I just hate it. It can get in the bin. Right, next up, we're going into Jaws, and the one I've picked is Jaws The Revenge, which is Jaws 4. Could make a case for Jaws 3, although I don't know, there's something endearing about that, and the setup of the water park and the 3D stuff, although crudely done, is kind of fun. Jaws 4, the idea that a shark that isn't even the shark from the original film has got some vendetta against the Brody family, to the point where it follows them to the warm waters of Jamaica. I mean, just saying that out loud underlines how ridiculous a film it is. You get a shark jumping through the air, you get Michael Caine being all just Michael Caine-y. No, it's just bad. Just a really bad film. And I love the Jaws films, but that one, no, absolutely not. Okay, next up, another movie that should have really just stayed as a one and done, but those people behind it just couldn't resist. It's the two sequels to Urban Legend. So Urban Legend's Final Cut and Urban Legend's Bloody Mary. Classic straight-to-DVD releases, just has none of the charm or fun or just watchability of Urban Legend. And Urban Legend itself is not that great, but it came during that glut of late 90s post-Scream stuff that was all eminently watchable and had some kind of charm to it. These two sequels, just terrible. Like, why would you even bother? Honestly, like, yeah, I get the idea of exploring urban legends, but you were stretched in the original and just about made it through unscathed. These two, nah, absolutely not. For next up, we're going into Nightmare on Elm Street, and possibly a controversial choice here, but this is my choice. I'm not picking Freddy's Dead, the sixth one, because personally, I love that. That's probably like my third or fourth favourite in the entire franchise. Genuinely love Freddy's Dead. Nah, I am going for The Dream Child. Just the fifth one, it's just one that just blurs into all the others. I don't really remember much about it, but I checked my Letterboxd ranking of the entire franchise, and that is the one at the bottom. You know, the fifth and sixth ones are kind of where those movies sort of lost their way a little bit anyway. But, like I said, I love Freddy's Dead, love the great graphic stuff, love the scene where they're trying to leave the town and just can't, whereas Dream Child, meh, it just made zero impression on me. Okay, to round off, I'm picking out three films that I've not actually watched yet, but that keep coming up when I was researching this special, that just feel like they have to be mentioned. I'd love to know your thoughts on them, if you've watched them. They all sound terrible. So, I'm going for The Descent Part 2. Again, a movie that never needed a Part 2. Absolutely not. The original film, The Descent, is great. Watched that for the first time this year and had a fantastic time, but did not come out of it thinking, well, can't wait to see what happens next. No, didn't need that at all. Thank you very much. So The Descent Part 2, by all accounts, terrible. Next up, American Psycho 2. No, like, just remaking it with a woman in the lead? Like, I mean, talk about obvious cash grab. No thanks. And then the one that comes up time and time again is Paranormal Activity 4. I mean, again, Paranormal Activity could easily have been a one and done. I watched that for the first time this year, I think, as well. And yeah, thought it was okay. It was fine. Some good moments. but already felt tired as an idea. But from everything I've read, Paranormal Activity 4 truly sucks. So if you've seen that, do tell me about it. And of course, let me know which other sequels and requels you think are terrible in the comments. So there we go, a bunch of horror movie sequels and requels that are not that good. But let me know which ones I've missed, let me know which ones you would put in this list. And also, guys, tell me about the Leprechaun franchise, because I have not seen any of those movies, but I couldn't escape Leprechaun movies coming up again when I was researching this special, so maybe I should jump into them. Are they the ones that are so bad they're good? Let me know. My knowledge of the Leprechaun movies begins and ends with the bit in Wayne's World where he's doing the leprechaun and doing it in a Scottish accent, and Garth doesn't like it. I'm the leprechaun. His precursor to Shrek. Yeah, that's as much as I know about the Leprechaun franchise, so get involved, let me know. And hey, let's hope that the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, which will be out by the time you're watching this, let's hope that it is not a film that is worthy to join this list. But let me know your choices, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.